Hi, I'm Stacia with Yellow Canary Designs, and I am about to do my first video of a pour painting. So, wish me luck. I did a painting the other day that turned out really cool, and it's of fire with a swipe technique. So I'm gonna try and recreate this today, but hopefully make some improvements. So here we go. So, I have my setup here. I have a 12 by 24 inch canvas. I have my 4 cups for mixing my paints, and you can see the colors I'm going to use here. They're all Artist Loft paints. There's black, red, orange, yellow, white. This one is Mars Black. This is Crimson. This is plain orange, brilliant yellow, and titanium white. I have some craft sticks, popsicle sticks for mixing, and my Floetrol, which is my medium. I have 2 little swiping instruments. They're part of my Cheerios box. As you can see, the broken Cheerios box up there. And I have paper towels and a plate, and then I just have my canvas set on these like cooling racks to keep it even and up off of the plastic, because if you have it on the plastic, it can get stuck to it. Okay, so I'm gonna start by putting some black paint, not mixed with anything, around my edges on the top half of this, because sometimes you can kind of see through the paint a little bit, and I want the black to be really black. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. All right, so you can see I painted black here, a little red, a little orange, and I also mixed my colors. So I mixed them with 5 parts Floetrol, 3 parts paint, and 2 parts water, which is a recipe that I got from Mixed Media Girl. Her channel is awesome, you should go check it out. So now I'm going to put my base colors that's gonna go underneath the flames. So I'm gonna do black, red, orange, and then white. I'm gonna not do yellow because yellow is going to be what I'm going to actually swipe with. Okay, so here we go with the black. Okay, so I'm just putting the black on, making sure it gets everywhere, spreading it all around, trying to make it as even as possible, especially getting the edges. Same thing with the red, orange, and white. Okay, so now I will be swiping with this yellow, and I'm gonna put a couple drops of this acrylic pour oil. It's silicone and it helps me to get my cells. So I'm literally just gonna put like a couple drops in here. I'm gonna mix it up, and then we're gonna go. Okay, so now I'm gonna actually start my swiping. Like I said, these are my 2 swiping tools. I'm gonna start with this one and go back and get the smaller pieces with this little guy. So I have this paper towel here. Every time I swipe, I'm gonna wipe it off so that I don't transfer any of the color from the top to the bottom. Okay, here we go. Okay, so just gonna get a little bit of yellow on here. And I'm gonna start in the center just because it's easier for me that way. And I'm gonna start right at the bottom of the canvas. I'm gonna swipe it with a little bit of a wave to be more like a flame. And as I'm swiping, I'm gonna be tilting this way so that by the end, only this corner is touching the canvas. So here we go. That works pretty good. Hopefully some more cells start forming. And we're just gonna keep doing that. It's pretty fiery already. This time I'm not gonna go quite as high. I switched to a faster speed here just so that this video wouldn't be so long, but you can see that I'm just doing the same thing a few times. It doesn't curl on the end like I want it to, so I just wipe off the cardboard and then go back and swipe a little bit more just on the very tip. As you can see there in the middle of the part that I've been swiping, there's a big red spot, so I'm going to go back over that later with the smaller piece to get that again. I switched sides of the piece that I was swiping with because the other side was getting bendy, and it's a little bit harder to control it when it's like that. So as you can see, there's no exact science. It's just swipe as you go and wherever the paint takes you. Now I'm going to switch to my smaller one and go back over some places like here that have just some bigger spots of red that I don't want, and give it a little bit more depth. All right, so I got that big one. And then I just go back over some other places that look like they could just use a little bit more, or could use a little bit more of even the yellow in the bottom to kind of break it up a little bit. That's my son. You can hear breathing in the background there. And then I just started looking for places that I could add like tiny little changes that would just kind of give it a little bit more oomph, I guess. I just did tiny little pieces. Right there, I actually went and cut my swiping cardboard a little bit smaller just so that I could do these tiny little changes. I just added like little tiny pieces to give it some more excitement. Okay, I think we're done. Okay, I'm actually gonna go over it with this blowtorch just to get out any little air bubbles. All right, here's a little better view of it. And we'll show you some close-up of these cells. Okay, so that's my version of a fiery swipe. I hope you liked it, and I would love any feedback on the videoing. And also be sure to check me out on Yellow Canary Designs on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Etsy, and I'll see you next time.